Good morning, girls and boys. Today we have a very, very special lesson. We are going to talk about God and creation. Did you wake up this morning and did you see the sunrise outside? Well, did you know that God created that? Did you in fact know that God actually also created you? That's right. Yes, he knew that you were going to be created. He created you specifically. So what I want us to do is I want us to read about God creating the world, because he did. God created the whole wide world. And so I want us to start just by reading those verses from the Bible. Okay, so here's what it said. It says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now, can you imagine that for a second? Yes, heaven is the place that we talk about where when we die we go. That is correct. And God created that. So God created all the heavens, and then he also created this earth where we live, right down here in South Georgia. He created all this. That's right. It says, now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep waters, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. So in the beginning there was nothing. In the beginning there was only God. Yes, God was first. He was there. He wasn't created. Nobody created him. God was there. But then on the earth, there was just nothing but the water. There was no land. It was just water. And this is what happens. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening and there was morning the first day. So you know how we have nighttime and daytime? Yeah, we go to bed at night. Yes. Yeah, we go to bed at night. And so God created both of those. So God made sure that we have light during the day, right? That's how all of our plants grow. And then God created the nighttime when we are to sleep. And it says this, and God said, let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water. So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. And it was so. And God called the vault sky. And there was evening and there was morning the second day. So you look up and what color is the sky? Yes, it's blue. That is correct. God created that. So on the second day, God made sure that there was some sky. Let's see what else it says. And God said, let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear. And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. So you know how you can go swimming? Who here likes to go to the beach? Yeah, I like to go to the beach too. Yeah, that's right. So we go to the beach, right? And there's the water. It's the big old ocean, right? Well, God created that ocean, and he created the land. He made sure that they were separated. So that way we don't have to live on boats, right? Because going to the beach is fun, but living there for forever, living on the water, do you think you'd want to do that? No, I don't think so. And then God said, let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to their various kinds. And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seeds according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good, and there was evening and there was morning the third day. So on the third day, what did we get? We got the plants and vegetables. We got the stuff, yeah, you like the apples? Yeah, we got some oranges. I know you have some, your family has some oranges. God created that. He made sure that after he separated the land and the water, he made sure that there were trees that produce stuff that we can eat. And this is also what it says. And God said, let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night. And let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years. And let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth. And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set them in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth, to govern the day and the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning, the fourth day. So all the stars in the sky, you see everything up there, and the moon and the sun, God created all of that, right? He gave us light to see during the day, but also you can see, who likes to camp? Yeah, at night when you're camping, when you're outside, or if you just walk outside here at night, you can see all the stars and the moon, and it's pretty bright, isn't it? And let's see, and God said, let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky. So God created the great creatures of the sea and every living thing with which the water teems and that moves about in it, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the water in the sea, and let the birds increase on the earth. And there was evening and there was morning, the fifth day. So you like to fish? Yeah, so God created the fish too. All the fish that we catch. Yeah, remember when we had the fish fry a few Wednesday nights ago? Yeah, God created all that as well. And then God created the creatures on the land. It says, let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and wild animals according to its kind. And it was so. So you know how, your daddy keeps pigs? God created those too. And then you guys have some cows? Those were created too. So God created all the fish and all the stuff in the air, and then all the animals on the ground. And then look at what God says here. Then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky. God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. So then God created us. God created you and you and you, and all of you here. And he made us boys and girls, right? Yes, boys and girls. And he put us, and you know what it says? It says he made us in his image. So we were made in the image of God. Can you imagine that? The one who created all these wonderful things, he made us in our image. Well, how fortunate and how wonderful that is for us to know about how God just created each of us, how God created all of this, and that we can thank God for this wonderful creation and for being here ourselves.